guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been so long since I've uploaded on YouTube, but school has been absolutely crazy this semester and it's given me seriously no time to upload any videos. So for today I'm doing a smoky eye and I'm taking the new Naked Basics Unlimited palette and using the first two colors on the top row. And I'm just going to blend those into the crease and blend those up also to give a little bit of a transition and prepare it and make it easier for blending for colors I'm going to use next. And I kind of keep adding more and more of these two colors because I want it a little bit darker than it is initially. I just like the way that looks more and it blends well with the other colors a little bit better. The next shade I'm using is literally the shade right next to those two, and it's just a little bit darker and it's a very kind of cool toned brown. And I'm doing essentially the same thing, just adding it into my crease, but I'm really focusing it in the crease. And as I kind of lose product on my brush, I will start to blend it up, but I want that color just a little bit lower than those other two, just to kind of create a good, nice, smooth blend. I don't really go in and add more of this shade because I like how it looks just with one layer of it. And so then I will use the kind of lavender mauve tone next, and I use this kind of all over like I did the first two colors. I just wanted to add that nice purple tone to the look that it didn't have first off. So I just kind of go in not very neatly, just blending it through, kind of helping everything blend together and also adding that color that I want there to it. This purple mauve shade that I use actually helps with the darker color that I use right now. It just kind of helps blend everything together and make the colors just mesh very nice. I'm using the darkest purple in the palette and I am just kind of pouncing it on the outer corner, and right now it looks kind of scary because it is such a dark color and I'm just kind of harshly putting it on my eye, and I mean, that makes a lot of people nervous, and it definitely did me too when I first started doing this look, but as long as you really try to blend it out and make sure that's a focus, then it really turns out looking nice anyways, but you just have to really master that process. So once the harsh lines are mastered, I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques blending brush from their new Metals collection and just kind of going to start the process of blending that out, and it's pretty long, so I'm just going to speed on through it. And I go back in with the other two shades, I think the lavender and the cool tone brown, just to kind of help blend that out even more and make it all seamless. I just continue blending with those colors just to make sure that dark purple is as blended as it can possibly be, and then I just kind of repeat this process over and over until I'm happy with how it turns out. When I blend the other colors in, it can sometimes dull the effect of that purple, and I want that purple to stand out pretty well, so I go back and forth a few times to get the effect that I desire. Once I'm happy with how everything is blended, I'm going to take Pink Champagne by Anastasia Beverly Hills and just kind of pack it into the inner corner, the inner portion of the lid. This color is perfect for this look. The undertones and everything just go very nicely, and this is such a beautiful, beautiful color. And something nice about putting any sort of shadow or shimmer shadow or lighter color in the inner corner, it can kind of clean up your look if it's a tad bit messy. So once my shadow is done and I've removed my tape, I'm going to go in with the Lancome Grandiose liner, and I'm pretty sure this is black, I'm not sure the name of it, and I only use this liner to make the wing because it makes it so simple because the tip is so small and it's so easy to work with, so I use this just to make the outside of the wing. The one thing I'm not sure I like about this product is it dries out very fast. I have to constantly take it out of the tube, use it, put it back in, shake it, take it back out, just to make sure I get enough product out. And then I'm going to be using the Maybelline gel liner just to fill in the wing and then put it all across the rest of my eye. I love this because it is literally the blackest liner I've ever found, and it stays on and it's matte and it's just so pretty, and it's so easy to work with, and it stays on literally all day. It does not budge. and I believe this is the shade Blackest Black in the gel liner. I'm obsessed. And then to finally finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with the Velour lashes in Fluff and Thick. And I'm not really a big false lash wearer because my lashes are pretty long naturally, and I have a very hard time applying false lashes, and I cut most of that out just to make it look like it was easy for me, but it definitely wasn't. The thing though that I love about lashes is it just adds something to your look that you can't get if you just use mascara. And so I've recently been working pretty hard to try to master putting them on, and it's getting easier, so if you're having trouble, just keep working. Once those lashes are stuck on good, I'm going to go in with Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara just to kind of help my natural lashes blend in better with the lashes and give them a little more drama because I wasn't 100% satisfied with how it looked, but once I did this, it was perfect. Now, moving on to the face, I'm going to be using the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm for sensitive skin. This isn't my absolute favorite primer, but I didn't really have anything else, and I really just wanted a base for my foundation, and this does an alright job. For foundation, I'm using the Loreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I believe the shade 101, the lightest shade there is, because I'm pale. And I'm just kind of going to be layering that all over the place, and then blending it in with the Beauty Blender, and since it took so long, I just decided to fast forward through it to make it faster. And then for concealer, I'm using the Naked Weightless again. My new favorite is actually the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's sold out literally everywhere, so I just got my second favorite, which was this, and it's in Fair Neutral, I believe. And I just kind of literally load this under my eyes because I just need all the coverage that I can possibly get. So I just pack it all on, and I blend it out with my Beauty Blender, and I make sure to do the under eyes first because if I let it sit there for too long, it can kind of become hard to blend, and it can tend to crease more for me. I don't know if that's just me or if someone else has that problem. But then I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier setting powder to set everywhere with concealer, and I'm pretty sure everywhere with my face. Sometimes for my face, I'll use the Bye Bye Pores by It Cosmetics. The Laura Mercier powder is not my favorite to use because it can tend to dry my face out and definitely my under eyes. So I normally use the RCMA powder for that, but I am currently out, so yeah. For bronzing slash contouring, I'm going to be using the Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer by Too Faced, and this is probably my favorite at the moment. I used the Hoola bronzer for a long time and kind of realized that it was either too dark or too orange for my skin tone, and this is also just a little too dark, but if I'm careful, then it looks fine. It blends so stinking easily, and once it's all on and all my makeup is done, it just looks so beautiful, and it gives me such a good bronze look without going way too overboard. I'm just going to be using my powder brush to kind of bronze my temples and help that blend a little bit easier because if I use my 523 for that, then it can tend to look patchy, and that's not a look I want to go for. So I just used kind of a bigger brush, and I realized that it was kind of looking a little blotchy, so I went back in with my Laura Mercier powder to clean it. And I got the Jaclyn Hill split pan, but my champagne pop part of it broke. But the blush part is still in, and it's Flowerchild, which is my absolute favorite right now. It looks so natural, and it's not too overboard. It's just the perfect shade of pink. Now for the glow, I'm going to be using one of the Anastasia glow kits, and you can obviously tell which one I use the most, but I'm going to be mixing two tonight because I need to show the others some love. These are literally probably my favorite highlights of all time because they just show up so well on my skin. I love Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop and some of the other ones I've used, but they just don't shine as good as these do. I don't know what it is about these, but they're just so pigmented. To really finish off the eyes, I'm going to work on my lower lash line, and I'm just going to pretty much harshly pack that dark purple color on the very, very rim of my lower lash line, and then I'm going to take the cooler tone brown in the lavender shade and blend that purple out just so it matches the upper lash line very well. I don't like to go too crazy on my lower lash line because I can easily somehow get it to overpower the top, and I don't like how that looks on me. So I try to make it as subtle as I can with it still looking really good and glam. Now to really cap this look off, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Cami. And this is the Matte X formula, and it is literally probably my favorite. The color of it, it feels so lightweight, and it doesn't feel like a matte formula. I forget I have it on sometimes, like that's how crazy good it is. And I just love the color. It goes with a lot of different looks, and it's not drying. It feels so good on the lips, so weightless, and there's nothing better. For the final touch of this look, I'm just going to spray my face in the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and that's it. Thank you guys.